How do you send someone a thank you message or note that makes an impact and shows that you genuinely took the time to thank them? That is not so easy nowadays. In a bid to ramp up communication, businesses resort to what can be perceived as trickery, which can have serious consequences. People are now being fooled on a daily basis, thinking they are communicating with a real person, and it is actually AI which the company has decided to engage. Make no mistake, people value human connection. And if your contact found out that you had software pretend to be you, that can cause credibility craters and can seriously damage your reputation with them, or potentially on a much larger scale. Here are some examples of the kind of tech that may get a business some engagement, but carries a risk. You can use AI to write your social media posts for you. You can use AI to generate and suggest responses to comments made on your social media account. You can have AI interact with people using SMS or WhatsApp messages. You can have videos generated of fake testimonials, and you can even use the face and voice of celebrities to say something good about you, which is obviously unethical. You can even get AI to ring your contacts, pretend to be a real person, and ask them questions. All risky strategies if you hide the fact it's AI and not you, in my opinion. So, when your genuine message of thanks arrives, who is to say that it will be received and perceived like that? Your message could also be AI generated. From ethical persuasion science, we know that certain of Dr. Cialdini's universal principles of persuasion are great for building, strengthening, and repairing relationships. When we want people to believe that our message is genuine, we also need credibility, which falls on the principle of authority. The first tip I can give you is to add details. Have you ever received an email that said, "I had a look at your website, profile, blog post, and I'm really interested in what you do. Can we do a video call?" Or a comment on your social media post saying, "You raise an interesting point there, we should connect." Or, "You write with such conviction. What drives you?" There's a good chance that you have a website, profile, blog. Chances are you're trying to raise interesting points on your social media, and such conviction is a nice compliment, but what does all this have in common? It lacks details. They could be generic comments that would sort of fit in response to any website or post. I bet you're slowly waking up to the fact that it might be AI that is communicating with you, or AI-generated text that you're reading. And perhaps you are already getting hesitant to respond to these messages. So, details is what makes it stand out as genuine. When you write a thank you message, add details of the situation or the past dealings that you've had with that person. Another more powerful idea is the following. A friend and student of mine, Dr. Adriana Cortez, is in Colombia. She's amazing in my books because she recognizes the impact food has on health and how diet can be used as medicine. And she teaches this to her patients, as well as making this training available for doctors to prescribe. Brilliant, but I'm getting a little off track. Adriana is currently doing the Cialdini Certified Practitioner course, and she sent me a thank you note at the end of the year, which blew me away. It instantly established itself as a genuine, personally sent message. And it used the dynamic of authority, credibility, that I just love. The dynamic is that a handwritten message is more persuasive or convincing because it looks more genuine. It also takes effort and time to make, which the receiver tends to want to reciprocate that effort. and it humanizes communication, which will activate the principle of liking. Perfect. Now, usually, if you get a handwritten message, it's in the mail. Adriana sent it to me via a messaging app. An image file, which could qualify as a thank you note or a with compliments slip, something you might find, in the mail with something you've purchased. But she had taken the time to write on the image using a tablet and then sent it to me. Of course, handwritten fonts also exist, and I guess it wouldn't be beyond AI to produce something similar. Some businesses have even been known to employ handwriting printers or pen plotters to reproduce the original handwritten letter many times. So here we slip into deception and trickery again. That said, I think that the irregularity within genuine handwriting and perhaps a little mistake or two would let you know that the person who sent it really took the time to write it. Adriana told me she has been sending these handwritten images for a while. She prefers to use a tablet because the handwriting looks, as it should, compared to if you're trying to write with your finger, on a phone. And she's gotten lovely responses with it. So, if you're out to make a genuine, caring impression on some of your most important connections, friends, and even family, you might want to design yourself an image to use as the base and duplicate it to write your message on it. You can even use a photo or a quote relevant to the occasion. I'm sure your receiver will be blown away, and it will strengthen your relationship with them, leading to more win-win cooperation. I'm Patrick Vandenberg, servicing Australia and New Zealand as partner of the Cialdini Institute, which gets you there.